These need to go back up on this shelf. That's where they need to be before they fall on my foot. This is not gonna go here, even though it does. This is something. This don't go here. Hold on, y'all. Here we go. Let's go down here somewhere. Hey, family. Y'all. 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 Tanisha. Yeah. I know it's y'all holiday, but I'm a I'm gonna play something. Y'all. There, let me get this right, please. Y'all, okay. Who remembers your TT sister, cousin, sister-in-law, sister-in-law, niece pulling out this book right here? Who's seen this book? Hey, who's seen this book? Hey, who's seen me hold this book and talk about the people that is these people right here? Yeah, y'all got y'all listening ears on. Happy holidays. Y'all got y'all listening ears on. Ooh, baby, I'm about to. You didn't miss nothing because I just synced it. Y'all got y'all listening ears on, right? Who got they? Put your ear up. Put your ears up. If you got your listening ears on, put an ear up, please, cause baby, listen here. I hope you do, cause you gonna need it. What? Refresh. No, they not gonna let me do it. Uh-uh. And I can't do it while I'm live. No way. Oh, he's here. Y'all ready? Hi everyone, this is Dr. Sherry Tenpenny, and I want to do a quick update about a document that got passed by the United Nations this weekend. This weekend. Are you listening? Are you listening? This weekend, the United Nations passed this. Are you ready? Okay. Called the Pact of the Future document. It's two parts, one on science and technology and one about the youth and future generations. It is quite egregious, and it was done by a procedure called the silence procedure, which makes it a pact, and if no one objected, it is automatically adopted and put into the record as being completely adopted. This is the World Health Organization's runaround. Since
I did repost it, but I'm gonna do it again. Y'all heard that? Let's go back and just go back a little bit.
The World Health Organization's runaround, or end around, since they were not able to get the World Health Organization treaty passed, they decided to take it to the General Assembly, and it is even more egregious than what the World Health Organization was wanting to get passed. Let me just read you something really quickly about what is inside of this pact that is now being accepted by 193 nations around the world and equally open-armed accepted by our current administration. It says that this is the power structure, fully digital and maximized for the control of the masses. Everyone will be expected to have a biometric digital ID that marks them not just as citizens of an individual country, but as a global citizen. So
Has anybody ever heard me say you're not going to be a part of the global society? You won't be a global citizen if you don't have this special ID. Has anybody that has been here for more than 6 months ever heard me say that you won't be a part of the global? I'm not going to be a part of the global society. Anybody ever heard me say it? You've heard it, Sarah Henry. You've heard it, India. You've heard Jennifer. You've heard me say this. I say this all the time. I said, they're going to turn your money off. Did I not talk about that? I said, what good is the money going to be in your account if they can turn your money off whenever they want to? Did we talk about it? Did I also talk about us not being able to say whatever we want to say and whatever they label as misinformation, like this man is about to come out as the Antichrist? You can be jailed and punished and they can turn your bank account off. Have you heard that here before? Please tell me. And is it just now that you've heard that, or have you been hearing that for almost 3 years? And they passed it. This weekend, when it's almost time for that man to be here 36 months. The end of March, he'll be here 36 months, which is 3 years that we knew about it. And right before that, everything in this pact sounds exactly like what Revelations 13 and 7 says. 13 and 5, Revelation 13, the whole dang chapter. Remember when I told y'all the owls was over here? I said the owls been over here. The owls is here. The owls hooked up with these people, and the owls know that what I'm telling y'all to do talks about that. So it's not a coincidence that I've been getting what I've been getting. I told y'all they over here too. I told y'all they've been watching, but the owls is here. They clicked up with them a year and a half ago, and we've been knowing they over here with these guys. I know. We already know that, TJ. And that's why we ain't been holding on and trying to stack no money, because we knew it wasn't going to be no good. Or they could turn it off. So who remembers me telling you it don't make no sense for me to be, send me a gift, give me. I said, you ain't gonna be able to spend it anyway. It ain't gonna do me no good. I need to get what I can get right now for what I need, and that's it. And the rest is extra. How often have y'all heard me say that? Have I been saying that since I've been here? Yes or no? You heard me say it, Erica? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. So you're not going to be able to say whatever you want to say, because if you do, they will turn your money off. Where are we already seeing that? Tell me one place for sure that you know that if you say something that people do not like, they are able to turn your money off. Where is that happening right now? China? TikTok? Social media? You could go from making $40,000 a week to saying something they don't like, and they can take you out of their creator fund and you have no money. And that's why my daddy told me, don't get worried about, we don't get paid from TikTok. We don't get paid from YouTube either. And if it is, it ain't enough to pay a light bill. Unless one of y'all get happy and send me a galaxy or something, I guarantee you what we've been surviving on from them. No, ma'am. It's not going to change our life at all. No, sir, it won't. I told y'all what he told me, didn't I? It's 3 years later almost, and is that not what that... Let's finish. See if she said what I've been trying to tell y'all, and everybody said I was acting crazy. Who's that?
Open-armed accepted by our current administration. Everyone, it says that this is the power structure, fully digital and maximized for the control of the masses. Everyone will be expected to have a biometric digital ID that marks them not just as citizens of an individual country, but as a global citizen. So anytime you hear global citizen or anytime you hear sustainability, think that this is an egregious thing that's happening.
Who watched Thief in the Night? Anybody watch Thief in the Night in here? Raise your hand if you watched Thief in the Night. Wiggle your fingers, please. If you did. Just... You watched Thief in the Night? You did? You remember the on that yellow band that man had on? What was the 2 letters on there? What was the 2 letters? Wiggle, wiggle. What was the 2 letters that was on his band right here? It said UN. And in that movie, that man was standing up there. And what was he saying that you was going to have to do that, man? All citizens, man. What was the man with the band on his arm? What was he saying you was going to have to do when he was standing up there in front of the news? You remember? Do you? What was he saying? What was he saying? What did he say? Tell me. He said you was going to have to identify yourself. And then what happened? Old girl tried to go in a grocery store and something happened. She couldn't. She couldn't find her. Could she? She walked in and out of the hospitals, in and out of the grocery stores. And because she would not take the global identification, she couldn't buy anything. And they just said that everybody is going to be required to get a global citizen identification. And if you say or do anything they don't like, they're just going to turn your money off. Hey, Dad. Happy eternity. I know you're always busy, but we really need to talk to you right now because everything that you told us is really happening right now. The owls have now said, and they passed some kind of pact, kind of like the pact that the fallen angels did, because the real address of the UN is on the same place where the angels decided to make a pact to make the weapons of mass destruction. Right, and so then it just happened again. Uh-huh. Yeah, you already knew about this. You did. So that whole ID thing, yeah, they're doing that now, and they're saying you're going to turn your money off if you don't become a global citizen. You said this is what you wrote in the Bible. It is. I was just calling to remind you if you have forgot that you must be closer than what's your ETA real soon. I can see that. Yeah, because everybody told us we was conspiracy theories when we was showing them this book right here 3 years ago with that symbol right there. You see it? This. They called us conspiracy theorists. Uh-huh. And now, about 35 months later, um, the U of N people, the owls, they even said that that's exactly what they're about to do. It's right here. It says the coming economic crash, the cashless society, financial conspiracies during the last days, and the plans for a national identification system and the mark of the beast. But you told us that was coming, and you said we was going to be living in a surveillance society, and then we got all these bugs flying in the. It's just whole swarms of bugs and stuff flying in the sky, and they got these big bug eyes on them. Oh, you know about that. Okay. It talked here about the rise of Russian imperialism. Huh. Yeah, you know about that too. That's why you had me read this book when I was 15. Well, I just want to tell you thank you. Because this happening. We want to say thank you. You have a good eternity, Dad. This is from 1994. We know they don't look like this anymore, but it's funny that what God had me read in 1995 of a book that was written in 1994 is saying exactly what's happening in 2024, which is about 30 years or so.
At the level of the World Health Organization and the United Nations. Anyone that has a dissonant opinion will be labeled as misinformation, disinformation, or malinformation and memory hold. Perpetrators for unimproved information will be fact-checked
there were some people that thought I was crazy a couple years ago, about 14, 15, when I was telling them that the number 17 means victory, and that also 3.5 years, of course, from 17 is 2020. Now we have a show called 2020, and there's a lot of stuff, vision is 2020, whatever. Well, everybody called me crazy. So funny, I just got my new license recently, and I did some research online. And in every state in 2020, the license that you have now, if it's not the one that has the gold seal on it, no matter the state that you're in, it will be a valid federal form of ID. Which means if you want to get on a plane and fly from Phoenix to California, if you don't have the specific type of ID, you won't be able to board the plane. The crazy thing is this. 42 months from now is October 2020. Okay? I don't know if y'all read the Bible or not. Don't nobody want to believe in it. Whatever. That's on you. But 42 months from now, which is half of the tribulation, 3.5 years, you will have to have a form of identification that is not issued by your state, if that makes any sense, or it has to have this government seal on it. Why will I not be able to travel from state to state in 2020? And what's going to happen in the next 3 years that's not going to allow me to do that? Right? The crazy thing is this. With medical care, it's to 3 years of the tribulation because the seals are being broken. You can see with the FDA and, all of the things that are going on with medical care, people not having it. And then also, the grocery stores. They closed like thousands of grocery stores in all over the country in the last couple in the last couple months or whatever. They're making it harder for people that don't have transportation or whatever it is to get to these grocery stores. You guys got to wake up and pay attention that it's some stuff going on right in front of our face, and all you got to do is read the word and look at who Syria it was back then, and Gog and Magog and all those different people, which is Russia and China, and you literally can see what's happening. Okay. Sound familiar, anybody? Sound familiar? Anybody ever heard that before? Huh? Y'all ever heard that? What about this? I just wanted to have a little rant this morning. I was just wanting to ask people a couple of questions. Like, if in 2 years, when you go into the grocery store, you have to scan to get in, you can't just walk in. What are you going to do? Amazon bought 80% of the grocery stores. They bought Whole Foods, they own 80% of the grocery stores. The Amazon plans to have grocery stores where there's no cashiers. You scan yourself in, walk through a turnstile, get your groceries, and then walk out. That means something. I don't know if anyone's paying attention, but all of your local city and county governments are being merged into one. So check that out. It's called Unigov. That makes it easier for the government to come everywhere and take over the states. After October 18th of next year, if you want to fly from Texas to Phoenix, good morning, Erica, you won't be able to fly. So the way that the world is being governed is changing in 2020. The way that our food, the way that we're able to get food in 2020, 2021 is going to change. The way that we travel, it'll be restricted. Even the circle star that is on your license right now, the new ID, the real ID, that's the same star that they put on the Jews right before they mass murdered millions of them. You should check it out. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy, but people are not paying attention. Everybody's worried about flying. That was 5 or 6 months before COVID. What happened in 2020? We couldn't travel. The food was scarce. People were dying from not being able to get enough medical care in their homes and stuff. And 5 months before, this was July of 2015. So what was that, 5-6 months before it really hit America? It was already over in Asia, but I didn't know nothing about it. But I was talking to people and telling them, hey, something is coming. And everybody called me crazy. And then everything that we talked about that I recorded in this video in July of 2015. I'm sorry, not 2015, 2019. July of 2019, within 5 months it was happening. And I had my proof of the day that I said, these things are coming in 2020. I don't know if y'all know that or not. And in 5 months, all of it was a reality. Everything that I said in there, food was scarce, people were dying, we couldn't leave our homes, we couldn't do what we wanted to do. And all the world government said that they changed how they govern because the whole world had never been locked down that I know of. Every continent was locked down. We've talked about being a global citizen here. We've talked about getting what you need and not trying to stock up on money. Now, did we talk about the whole stock market and buying a Bitcoin? Did we talk about that? We talked about digital currency. And people were asking me, oh, I'm going to do this. I said, that's going to be not what. Then they can turn your money out. So it don't matter if you got $1 million. You ain't going to be able to access it unless you get that good old thing. So what I would tell you to do is to go ahead and get everything you need before they're able to just keep turning your money out. And now, that's what the UN just passed 8 hours ago or so, or over this weekend that just passed, I'm guessing, is that very thing. Now I know what God kept telling me for such a time as this. Because he knew, right, at the time when we was about to make it 36 months. What we've been studying for and looking at and talking about for about 3 years now is literally signed into international law. What y'all think about that? Who remembers me saying I think we're in the second half of the tribulation? Anybody remember me saying that? No? Because it said in the second half he was going to require all people to get a mark or they wasn't going to buy or sell. And now, that's exactly what the UN is saying. So what if the 7 years of tribulation is 2020 to 2027? Because the first 3.5 years, from 2020 to 2023, money and stuff was plentiful. Food stamps, food, everything. After July of 2023, there has been a steady decline in a lot of those things, right? He came out in the end of March, beginning of April of 2022. So from March of 2022 until March of 2025, that's 36 months, is it not? That's 3 years. And since then, all sorts of crazy things with the weather, with the food, with the animals, with the water. It's all been crazy. And now, at the end of those 3 years, the United Nations has signed a thing in the order over the last weekend that says you will have to be a global citizen. I just want to know, and I'm not going to ask a number after this, have we talked about being a global citizen over here? We talked about how certain groups of people will be considered the people that are hunted because they won't be a global citizen. You hear me? No? Have we talked about being a global citizen over here or no? Have we? Please tell me we have. I know we have. Okay. And now they saying it out loud. Now they saying it out loud.
Higher called the Pact of the Future document. It's two parts, one on science and technology, and one about the youth and future generations. It is quite egregious, and it was done by a procedure called the silence procedure, which makes it a pact, and if no one objected, it is automatically adopted and put into the record as being completely adopted. This is the World Health Organization's runaround, end around. Since they were not able to get the World Health Organization treaty passed, they decided to take it to the General Assembly, and it is even more egregious than what the World Health Organization was wanting to get passed. Let me just read you something really quickly about what is inside of this pact that is now being accepted by 193 nations around the world and equally open-armed accepted by our current administration. It says that this is the power structure fully digital and maximized for the control of the masses. Everyone will be expected to have a biometric digital ID that marks them not just as citizens of an individual country, but as a global citizen. So anytime you hear global citizen or anytime you hear sustainability, think that this is an egregious thing that's happening at the level of the World Health Organization and the United Nations. Anyone that has a dissonant opinion will be labeled as misinformation, disinformation, or malinformation and memory hold. Perpetrators for unapproved information will be fact-checked and punished by the system, which will be operated and enforced by artificial intelligence. Punishments will include being locked out of one's bank account, being unable to make certain purchases, unable to get on an airplane, on a subway, drive on public roads. This is the future, according to the world's self.
What do you call that? Right, Shelley. What do you call that? Please don't fall, okay? You see it? What is Alexa to us? What is Alexa to us? What is Alexa? What is Alexa? AI. Interesting. All right, let's keep going here. see if I can find something else. They have versions of it in here, but I'm looking for I'm sorry, y'all. Well, anyway, one of our demon name books has AI in it. Y'all remember from the class? It literally had AI in there, but I can't remember exactly which book had it. I need to get back. You said the demonology should have it? That's what I thought. The dictionary, which one though? I pulled both of them out. I didn't see it in there. Maybe I was moving too fast. The red and black one? Oh, okay. Well, maybe I was moving too fast. I think that's the one I picked up first, too. The one with the angel names. That's what I pulled out, too. That's what I'm looking in now. Did I move too fast, Pastor? I thought I had it marked. I guess I don't. Interesting. You know what? That's what this is for back here in it. Well, anyway, y'all know where it is. It's in one of these. I was trying to find it before, whatever, but I don't see it. But we know that AI is a high-ranking demon, do we not? We did study that, right? Did we? Right. We studied that here. I can't remember which one of our books it's in, but it's in one of them. Because we looked at it here. So AI, okay, something that we know is a high-ranking evil spirit, right, is going to be running the UN. Can I ask you a question? What is Lucifer? Didn't Lilith speak through somebody while they was asleep and was pulling them out of the bed and stuff, and he asked, "Who are you?" She said her name. But she could only speak to him with a voice. Right, but I'm saying she's an evil spirit, right? And y'all remember the man in Britain or the UK or wherever he was at? Y'all remember him and his wife kept getting dragged out the bed, and she would talk through their thing, and they was asking who, and she said, "I'm Lilith." And she finally told him, "I'm going to unalive y'all." And when do Liliths come? At night while you sleep. She's like a succubus. But she could talk to them through their Alexa. You remember? This is when we first started. So when AI says it's going to take over, it is because the demons that were here before. I mean, Elon Musk already told you they summon demons. That's what AI is. That's what he said. The dead recognize the dead, don't they? In the car that he made recognizes. I ain't never been in a car that could show me spirits that ain't walking. But the dead know the dead. And so then when you go, there's people that are not there that are there. Interesting. No? You don't think that the other fallen angels know their brothers and sisters and the evil spirits that's walking and roaming? And he uses AI technology to, and that's the only car in the world that can show you dead people? Interesting. He said he'd be summoning demons, and people, and dead people see other dead people. Don't we see that in all the movies? We be thinking the people alive, they living whole lives and whole time they all dead. Interesting. So now, fallen angels, for real, is about to be running the United Nations. I wonder if the 7 leaders you realize we about to be on Game of Thrones, right? Anybody realize that? How many kingdoms was it in Game of Thrones? How many kingdoms? Y'all remember? Anybody watch Game of Thrones? It was 7. It's going to be 7 main. Right? 7 main kingdoms. Right? 3 wherever, remote, or however that's going to go. But it's only going to be how many kings? It's going to be 10 kingdoms and how many kings? Y'all know? On the website at the PAC, 193 delegates, it said delegates 3 to 5 days. On the website about the PAC, it has 193. countries, 2,000 plus delegates, 3.5 days, one world. Very interesting. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Interesting. I thought it was 10 kingdoms and 7 kings. Isn't it going to be a king for each landmass? And then the Antichrist, the false prophet, and the military leader or whoever, right, is going to be the top 3. And then the 7 take word from them, right? Or, I mean, I could be wrong. Ain't that how it's supposed to go? It's going to be 7 rulers, right? Main rulers. And then the Antichrist, the Pope or whoever, and the military leader or whoever the 3 be, they're going to be the other kings. So they're going to be like Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. And then each king will have a landmass that they control, but they report to these 3 people, right? This is why all of the world leaders are trying to kind of have like a dictator kind of feel to them now, because it's going to be a reality. Do you think when Trump says you won't, basically you're not going to be able to say whatever you want, and people are like, oh no, blah blah blah, and I was like, y'all better shut y'all mouth, y'all better shut y'all mouth. And now they saying it that if you're labeled as misinformation, this or this or this, they're going to be slot holders. Okay. For the Antichrist run things. Okay. So he's been saying it, right? That you're not going to be able to say he going to get this taken down and these people should be executed. Isn't that what they said? Huh? For certain news stations and stuff like that. Ain't that what he said? That they should be, well, now that could be a reality here pretty soon, because they already passed it. Who remembers me saying you wasn't going to be able to talk about OJC as much as you wanted to, not openly like that? Y'all remember? Y'all remember us talking about you wasn't going to be able to talk about our dad like that? Or it could cost you your life, your finances, your everything. Y'all remember us talking about that? That's what that lady just said that. She just said that. And they passed it this weekend. They just passed, I'm guessing. Do y'all realize what's happening right now? Anybody feel the craziness that I feel, or is it just me? Who still feels like you probably shouldn't, whatever, and maybe you could have waited a little bit longer to get your stuff? If that don't make you happy, that they gonna be able to turn your money off, and God told you why they ain't on that, hurry up and act like the squirrels. You told us the time is now to shut up and listen for the past 3 years. Oh. It's even crazier reading this website. I just thank you, CERCA, for everything. You're welcome, Pumpkin. I'm thankful I have my season supplies. Okay. I told my sister I have a squirrel project I'm working on. I'm trying to tell you, Patty. Putting all my nuts up. So you see the Pope open the door, I have anxiety in my stomach. Ain't interesting, right? And like on the same day or the day after we knew he did that, we found out they doing this. Everything is lining up. Y'all, this crazy. I don't care. And dude got me some adult whipped cream. I'm about to go get me some more whipped cream. You just hold on 1 second because I need it today. I said, oh, this why you told us to get stuff before December. Interesting. Y'all. I told you that it was not for nothing. I said, listen, he don't lie to me. And when he won't let me quit doing it, like saying it, whatever it is, oh, something's coming. It might be a year, it might be 2 years, but it ain't going to be that long, I promise you. And boom. He kept telling me for such a time as this. That's what that meant. Because he knew by the time we was getting ready to make 36 months, baby, everything was going to be right here. All of it. Crazy is... Do y'all see it? Do you see what I see? Yeah. Thank you, Rita. Y'all. For real. It's here, nigga. It is here, nigga, and it is into law, nigga. This ain't a joke, nigga. Red alert! Red alert! The enemy's in the building! The niggas is here! Red alert! Put the chains on the door. This is not a drill. Get your ish together right now. The plan is now. Red Squirrel, are you ready? Yes, Chicken Hawk. Red Squirrel is ready. The turtle is on the move. The turtle is on... No, yeah, the snapping turtle. It's on the move. Nigga, it's a snapping turtle. Baby, listen here. Y'all. For every person that called me rude because I told them they can't say whatever they want to say in my life, that's why. But I felt it like they had already said it. Like no, don't say it, because since I got on here, I was like, you cannot talk like that. You can't say that. Nope. And this was even before I was getting blocked. I was checking folks because I know what's going on around here. And now it's worldwide news that they can turn your money off for what you say. No matter how many days you work, you won't be able to get your money. You ain't going to be able to just say whatever you want to say, because it could cost you your livelihood. We talked about it. And now NATO done put that into business. What y'all think? Still think I was being harsh? Still think I was doing too much? Still think I was a little bit over dramatic? And it's literally right now, this weekend, it was Sunday. Thank you, sir. What you think? Still think? I'm asking for real. Y'all think I was Arab folks came here talking good and crazy to me for no reason when all I was trying to do was help people get together for real, because I believe what God tell me. And look, every single thing that God told me to tell y'all, down to the global citizen part. If you are not a global citizen, you will not be. That's why they was blocking them videos. I kept telling y'all, cause you wasn't hearing nothing about no global citizenship before now. Nobody ain't talking about no global citizen. Now it's about to be all over the place. Watch. That's why they was blocking the videos. That's why a lot of times during October and certain months, and I realized it was when they be drumming up all the legislation and stuff, that they be blocking our videos. No, God is the truth. God is the truth. God is the truth, not me. He's the truth. You hear me? So if you listening to him, he ain't gonna lie to you. So then you always gonna be up on what's coming. Listen. I said you are not gonna be able to just be. You gonna have to learn another way to speak. And if you can't be around me. Told y'all. That's crazy. Baby, I couldn't get on this internet. Baby, I broke my toe coming in here. I said, ooh. So for all the people that have spouses and family members that don't believe, let them hear that. Take them to the website, like what Miss Rose did. Take them out. Let them hear that. For all the ones that gave you a hard time, let them hear that. See, baby, this is what I've been preparing for. This is why I quit doing this and that, because look, it is here now. And people wondering why my circle got even smaller. Miss Gray, who y'all see me with? Every single day I am by myself. I done had one vacation as far as going and hanging out with Auntie P. I went and seen my kids. We went to the meet and greet. I told you I was not blowing no money. Y'all thought I was playing. I was not blowing no money. You said, CERCA, I'm sorry, but this is blowing my mind. They speaking on the violence, so what's going to happen? The violence is a big concern. You know exactly what's going to happen. We talked about it. Girl, look at them. They out there. Girl, they is out there fighting over that bread, girl. He done tricked her, girl. Look at the bread all on the ground, girl. Look at the baby. You mean that violence? Because it ain't going to be nothing in the store. And God told us, get in your house and be quiet. Teach them children to be quiet. Teach them children to do what they need to do. Teach them a hiding place. Teach them this, teach them that, teach them this. You need to have an emergency plan. Everybody need to have an atlas. Is the big kids going to get the little kids from school? What's going to happen if they lock down the school? Who's going to pick them up? Grandma, grandpa? Who's doing what? We've been talking about this for how long? And look here. If they turn your money off, that means they can turn your power off. Y'all see it getting brighter? You said I just need to use my bulbs tonight. The power went out. Interesting. Anybody? It wasn't this bright when we started, was it? Your body got electricity in it, don't it? A rechargeable light bulb that I'm charging by scuffing my feet on the carpet. Who about to be in the dark? Not us. And it works with water. 2 drops on a towel. And in the dirt. And it comes with a little thing you can, that I done took out of here somewhere. There it is. Nope, that's not it either. Well, it comes with a plug thing like this. And it comes with another little thing that I done probably knocked off of here, where you can hang it. But I think mine is on the floor or something. I don't know where it is. Oh, there it is. If they charged, this one ain't for this one though. I think this is for the other one. This one is for my other one. It's not for this light bulb. It's for the other one. But I got one with a clicker on it that is, it'll turn this light on and off. It's just not right here. It might be in my bag. Or it didn't fell on the floor. One of the two. But you can use a wet rag with this. You can use... Yep, you can get them. They got them at Walmart. They've been having them at Walmart, Lowe's, everywhere. They even got them at CVS. You said other Gucci trips and cruises. Don't ask me nothing. Oh. It's rechargeable light bulb. Y'all see it getting brighter and brighter, ain't it? Is it getting brighter and brighter? Y'all see it? It's getting brighter and brighter, is it not? Let's see. Because my heart beating faster, which means the electricity is moving, and these conduct electricity out of the air. Did you know? That's why they always want black folks to cut their locks off. These are coils. They pull it out the air. So let me rub on these and rub my feet against this carpet that look like lamb's wool. So I'm rubbing lamb's wool right here. I got some lamb's wool on them. Who about to be in the dark? Who? Who is about to be in the dark? It might not be completely light, but I ain't hitting my toes on nothing. My kids don't gotta cry because they scared, because it's dark for 3 days and nights. Better than a 3.5. Okay, this is a better $40 spent on 4 of these, or however much they is now. I don't even know how much they is. You hear me? This is better than a 3.5. This is a better spent $40, $50, $60. I guarantee you. You gonna wish you would've. You hear me? So, because if they can turn your money off, that means they can turn off you being able to pay your bills. And this is why God told us, Amazon, you can get them everywhere. Just type in rechargeable light bulbs, solar or rechargeable light bulbs, indoor light bulbs. If you're new here, I have 2 videos on YouTube called Survival and Survival 2.0. One is from August of 2022, I think. The other one is from like, I don't know, December of 2022. But Survival CERCA TROVA 2.0. You said, yep, they talking about cutting. We know. We talked about it, didn't we? It's getting brighter too. That's so crazy. God is good, ain't he? All the time. So all the people that told you didn't need these, they were liars. Because if they can turn your money off, how you gonna pay your bills? And don't nobody accept cash. That means what you post could get them to shut down your checking account. You getting that? What you post on social media after this goes into effect means they can seize your checking account. And they can stop you from buying land, driving on the county and city roads, because you won't be a global citizen anymore. Did we talk about that? Excuse me, you won't be a global citizen. Remember we talked about how they started this in 2020 a little bit? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You see, it said the digital control and basically financial control of the masses, and this is the UN's paper. So, what y'all think about that? Hey, I told y'all Christmas something. It was gonna be some stuff around Christmas time, and God told us December, and now this is what they saying right up. I'll be right back. You've been wanting to get out the U.S. I will not be going anywhere. This is going to be happening all over the world, baby. It ain't just in America. This is global. Every continent. The Bible is coming true when it says there will be one world leader over the whole world. That is a true statement. It's happening no matter where you go. Well, God gave us the right university name. We outside. Now we know why he told us to buy tents and wood burning stoves. I'm gonna take a lesson from TLC and stick to the rivers and lakes that I'm used to, that part. But think about this, okay? You know, Edie, that you can go back and watch the rewatch, right? Just hop on YouTube. We at 70 minutes and go back and rewind it, and then you can hear everything. Go back about maybe to about 55 minutes on YouTube, and then you'll be able to hear everything. You can do it while we live. You're welcome. So, who thinks that we were crazy for buying wood burning stoves now? Don't you have to purchase electricity? Do you? Huh? Do you have to purchase electricity? Yes, you do. So if these people turn your money off, how will you heat your home? How will you buy groceries? Who bought a dehydrator in the last 3 years? Or if you had one already, you really started using it. Think that was a good idea now? Still think you crazy or you doing too much or any of that? No. Did God tell us they was gonna turn the money off? Ooh, you can't type words like that, Azizi. You gotta say something else, pumpkin. Those are trigger words. Currently dehydrating sweet potatoes. Remember I told y'all I had an urge to get done and hurry up and finish? And I didn't know why. I remember I was like, I don't know what this is for. But I gotta have this done and shipped out by December. By the end of, before the first of the year, before the first day of the year. Remember I kept telling y'all that? Right before Thanksgiving, I was like, no, I don't know. God just tell me, like, I feel like I need to hurry up and get this done. Remember, I was dehydrating 24 hours a day from maybe a week or two before Thanksgiving until up to like last week. I still got a few things in there that I'm about to put on tonight. Okay? You know what's crazy? If we are able to stay in our homes, or even if we have to use our tents, we got wool blankets, right? We got sleeping bags. I don't know, probably potatoes or something. I haven't decided. Okay? But everybody that probably thought, what am I doing this for? Maybe I shouldn't be listening. Well, now you know why God had us doing that. You said I'm listening to y'all while I load my dehydrator. Come on, Keish. Is. You hear me? Is. If you can, is. If you've been growing your own food, is. If you got seeds, is. Cause who? If you got soap nuts so you can wash your laundry, thank you, pumpkin. Is. If you bought Dr. What's his name? Bronner's whatever, so you can use it to clean your house. If you went, who remembers me telling you that go on and go to the Dollar Tree and stock up on that bleach I showed y'all because it's super concentrated. Y'all remember? We talked about all of this. We talked about having your base necessities: rice, beans. You just got done dehydrating some cranberries. I want to get some. I'm gonna go to the store tomorrow. I'm gonna go get me some cranberries tomorrow. I am, because I want to try the sweet snack. Everybody can say it's good. You hear me? I'm going to do it. I am, because I love, y'all know I drink cranberry juice. That's the only juice I drink, cranberry juice. Sometimes some pineapple and maybe some apple, but most times it's the thing of cranberry juice behind my bed at all times. You hear me? So, with that, right? Um, Again, I told y'all yesterday, didn't even know this was coming today. To everybody that listen, I'm proud of you. You hear me? What stores are open on Christmas? It be a lot of stores open on Christmas. They don't be open the whole day, but sometimes they be open till like 12. Because they know people be forgetting stuff. I ain't gonna say a lot of stores, but it be stores. Yeah, you said yes, honey. It's food and medicine and preservative. And Walgreens always be open. I don't know if they gonna have no cranberries, but it be stores open. A lot of times, like they'll be open till like 12 or 1 and then close. And I'll be up. Well, I used to be up, but if I can't catch none tomorrow, I'll go the day after. It ain't a big deal. But I am grateful to you all that put yourselves on a budget and you allow God to guide you. I know you happy that you put yourself on a budget. Because I am. Think about all these free spenders and folks that they can decide what you can buy and what you can't buy. That's what that lady just said. They can tell you what purchases you can make and what which kind you can't. I thank you for your obedience and sacrifice and building my faith and trusting that we will have everything we need. Come on. Will. Come on. In real life. You hear me? You can't type stuff like that, tired mama. You gotta watch what you type, okay? You can't type words like that here. Those are words that get your live flagged. There's a thing called the DEA. Okay. You can call them Skittles if you want to. It doesn't matter. You can't type that word on here. You act like people don't sell those illegally. They do, and they sell them online. So you just find another word. That's all. You can use Skittles. You can use M&M's. You can use whatever you want. Just don't use that. So, anyway, all I want to say is you should be grateful, not for me, but that God thought enough of you to wake you up. Because how many Christians you think believe that this is a thing right now? For real. Have we not been telling them? What you think? Y'all done heard me say 1,000 times. These pastors is setting these people up to take the mark. How many times did I say that? I said they steady telling these people, give me your money. I said, I don't want your money. I want you to have your stuff. You don't have to buy me nothing. Did I not? And I started that in October of 22. Even before that, really, I was telling y'all. But in October, I said, hey, if you don't got your stuff, and this was in October of 22, I said, don't send me nothing. Go get everything that your family, don't be trying to send me no gifts on here or nothing. If you don't got your stuff, I don't want nothing from you. Did I not? Did I not say that? I've been saying that this whole time. No or yes? It's a real thing. You hear me? It's a real thing. I said, this is not about the money to me. This is about souls and making sure that you are prepared for Christ's coming. For real, for real. We studied the ugly. We talked about the ugly. We did all of that. Because this ain't about to be fluffy, y'all. They are talking about cutting off people's livelihood because they are spreading information they don't like. Do you understand how crazy that sounds? That means if you say anything against the leader of your country or whatever else it is, they just turn your money off. What happens to you and your family? Still think putting your twos and views together was a bad idea? Still think learning to do it yourself, trying to shop on a budget and all of that stuff was a bad idea? Thinking you was doing too much? People kept telling you, you're overreacting. You're doing too much. It ain't that serious. You paranoid. What is you, a conspiracy theorist? And look, good night. Interesting. Interesting, Timothy. People was like, why is you doing that? Because I believe God. You don't have to believe him. You do not have to believe what he say. I do. I believe what he say. He ain't lied to me yet. Not one time. And you said all that was said. You said you're not prepared. Well, yeah, generators are good at. We got generators. Solar generators, not gas. Not saying that you can't get a gas, but gas be the first thing to run out. So we got solar. And then we got rechargeable lights. We got small individual solar panels and larger ones, you know. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All of them. All of them are my favorite. Yeah. There, I have a list in my Amazon. I was unsure, but I was obedient. Then Dad showed me something to let me know to keep going. Come on, Keish. Come on. Not saying what they are, but these are looking things on the top of the light pole. Interesting. Interesting. Listen. They will shut gas and oil completely off. Yep, for raw. I told y'all. We got lava rocks, terracotta pots. You hear me? Is it too late to prepare? No, you have to do it now. I have 2 videos on YouTube. CERCA TROVA 22, right? If you go to my YouTube, which is CERCA TROVA 22, or type it in Google, Survival and Survival 2.0, it's about 3.5 hours with both videos together. The first one, the first one goes through some stuff, and the second one goes through some stuff. I pretty much show everything in the second video too, but in the 2 there are 2 different ones, and I give you the basic things like a portable shower if they turn your water off, right? Where you can go and grab water where you can. You definitely need these, right? Binoculars and all the stuff that I'm not about to pull out right now. But you can go there. Anyway, I have 2 videos. You have to order your water filter straws. Lacey, please get on it, pumpkin. So I wasn't going to tell y'all what I sent out, but I'm going to tell y'all now because I already sent them out. and some people got some surprise cash apps and stuff because it wasn't enough people and I didn't want to go past today. So I just went through and just blessed some folks. So we did that today. I sent out, and it ain't nothing big, but it's something you can use. What I say, it ain't nothing super expensive, but it's gonna be something you can use, right? So I sent out sourdough kits and extra large bread pans. Cause without refrigeration, if you make dough, the dough go bad, right? The dough will sour. This I know. Well, I sent sourdough kits. So if the dough goes sour, it don't matter if we about to make sourdough bread. It's okay. Either way, we gonna have some bread around here. So there's 2 extra large bread pans coming to the people that got the special gift. And then it's a whole sourdough kit. It got the thing for you to rise in. It got the thing to make the sourdough, whatever stuff. It got the all of the stuff. But you gotta think about it. A sourdough is exactly what it is. And without refrigeration and different things like that, you can make something. This is the thing. I be thinking about worst case scenario. I be thinking about, yeah, we can send out this or that. But as you can see, we sent out bread pans. We can send out some ovens. We sent out like survival kits, miniature ones. I'm thinking about long term. If it ain't no bread in the store, if it ain't no refrigeration, sourdough. Oh, okay, well then let me send out the sourdough kits because the dough can go bad if you ain't got certain things and whatever else. So we send out sourdough kits and some bread pans. Got it. The extra long one so you can make your loaf. It's a 13 by 5. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that was the special gift. So some people chose to get, the cash, and some people chose a special gift. And there you go. That was it. You hear me? Because who gonna eat is the WOIUers. We gonna make sure of that. I said, this a good idea, Dad. I don't even got a sourdough kit. But guess what? If you gotta make some bread or you gotta do whatever, you can live on bread and water, honey. Not alone. You need the Holy Spirit. But if you got to in prison, they just give people a big chunk of bread, no butter, no nothing, and a couple cups of water. You hear me? If you keep repeating the same things, I'll be blocking people because I'll be thinking you a bot. So if I see it again, I'll probably end up blocking you. I'm sorry. Yeah, not that long. You hear me? So that's what we sent out. That was a special gift. Some bread pans and some sourdough kits. I just be trying to think of food. And like if you have to, do the bare minimum. How you gonna do that? Most people don't have bread pans in their house. They don't. So if you needed to make loaves, most people don't have bread pans in their house. Because we don't have to make bread because we can buy it. It's difficult for you to make. We don't talk like that over here, White Heart. We don't even say stuff like that. It's so many people. We learned how to do whatever we want to do. We make butter. We make whatever we want. We dehydrate. No, nothing is difficult. You got God on your side. You can do whatever you want. Build beds, build a boat that'll withstand 30,000 feet of water, all kinds of stuff. You just got to have the tools. And they got the kit now so they can practice before stuff get bad. Yeah, nope. As long as you got the tools, you can do it. I've never built a bed in my life. I got the tools and asked God to give me the design to build my kids' beds, and I built them. And not only that, I built all kind of other stuff in their room too, and had never built nothing. So, as long as you got the tools and God can give you the know-how, then there's nothing you can't do. And Dad will give you a strategy to do it. Come on, sure will. Wasn't no books and internet when they was building the pyramids. Somebody had to have some know-how. And all those intricate tombs and stuff we see, they didn't have no internet. But they had the tools and they got done what they wanted to get done. So there's that. As long as I got the tools, I figure it out. You hear me? I just wanted to say I wasn't telling you to fast. Eating is essential. No. You all right. You all right. You all right. I got what you were saying. It's good for fasting, and it is. I got you. I just haven't been because I've been doing a lot of stuff, and so I look up and it be 24 hours and I ain't ate nothing else. And it been 24 hours since I ate. So there's that. But I just want to say, oh no, you're not gonna get sent to the corner, huh? I just want to say I'm proud of y'all, and I know y'all get tired of me saying that, but I am. And now, if you understand why I would not let up on y'all, now you understand why I wouldn't let up on y'all, because it's real out here. Like all the movies we went and watched. Remember the movies they were saying, no, you don't need to watch it. Even like Evil. What was Evil? What was the whole of Evil about? What was the whole season? The ending of the season led up to what? What was they trying to do? Anybody remember? They was trying to take over, but what was the main reason that old boy Leland was doing everything that he was doing? Introduce the Antichrist. To introduce the Antichrist, in order for him to come, there's all these different things that had to happen. There needed to be this kind of this and this kind of that and this kind of this and this kind of that. Okay, what was the ending of Supernatural? What was it about? The show The Supernatural? Supernatural? At the end, what was the big thing with that? What was they doing? They was doing the end of the world, and what else? They was trying to bring the Antichrist, Jack, right? That's what all the demons was fighting for, was to bring Jack, so that he could get into politics and go on in. Right. You said not they kicked me out. Uh-oh. Okay. Well, looks like all those things are coming to pass right now. Because he's definitely here. And since he showed up, now they're talking about this identification system where you won't be able to buy or sell unless you have it and be a global citizen. Interesting. They do. They do, Rob. You've been here since 2020 to my knowledge. Giving us, not 2020. Not 2020. Not over here. Hood Mart employees are wearing body cameras now. I saw that. Global City Sounds area it is. All of that. It's all a part of it. Hmm. So, I'm about to go. Merry, happy holidays. Sorry to be the whatever, but I gotta let my people know. I hope y'all we gotta run it up now. You hear me? No more time for BS. No more time for tricking off money on stuff that, because you just gotta have it. If it ain't a necessity and if it ain't gonna work when it ain't no power, don't buy it. Happy Kwanzaa. You hear me? You're welcome. Did you hear me? If it's not going to work, if the electricity is not on, why are you purchasing it? Get your stuff, because we talked about it. We did. I love y'all. Please share that video with y'all loved ones, your church folk friends that's gonna go to church tomorrow to Sunday or whatever Christmas Day service. As soon as they get home from that, I need you to send that video or record it, or while y'all at the family dinner, say, hey, What y'all think about this? Yeah, we don't type stuff like that here, Cricket. That stuff gets you blocked on my page, honey. We don't type stuff like that. I didn't try it. I'm gonna eat it tonight. Cause after I got off here, I went and laid down and went to sleep. It's right here. I'm gonna try it today. It doesn't matter. I don't type that stuff here. Period. It doesn't matter what it is. I don't type it here. We don't type it here. Going to start from the beginning on YouTube. Thank you. I need to rewatch. Come on in here. They not showing the repost. That's why I went to look it up. But I'm going to send them the link. Interesting. They not showing a repost. Raggedy dogs. So, I love y'all. Get on your stuff if you ain't been. Okay? You missed what? We got a replay on YouTube. As soon as I get out of here, you can watch it, or you can go watch it right while I'm still in here. You can go watch the rewatch on YouTube. That's why I'm always looking over here, because we always record on YouTube. Any classes we have, you can go watch them on YouTube. Always. Yep. So I'm gonna try it now, Daniel. I'm about to go get my bed and chill out. That's what I was about to do. And then that came on, and I was like, nah, I gotta tell them. This is important. The same is on here. Oh, excuse me. I love y'all. I'm about to go. Have a good night, family. Make sure y'all say y'all prayers. I love y'all too.